back to another video, and it is now finally week 1 of college football, the 2024 season, and I'm super excited to spend this entire year of college football predicting games. And first off, Florida State and Georgia Tech. We all know what happened. Georgia Tech getting the win 24-21. Haynes King, baller. A great game. We're not going to get all into it right now, but Florida State, they got to step it up in the future. Now, Georgia and Clemson is our first game of the year, and it's going to be played in Atlanta. Georgia's got some running questions with Trevor Etienne might get suspended for off the field issues. Roger Robinson's having surgery right now. And then there's Branson Robinson, who's the third string, and he's coming back from a big injury from last year. So we'll see. If not, Cash Jones might get in, Nate Fraser at running back, or maybe Chauncey Bowens could get in, maybe. We don't know. But Georgia, they have a good returning team, great returning offensive line, good receivers, and just great everything all around. Clemson, they got Cade Klubnik. I don't think it'll be enough to beat Georgia. I got the Dogs 34-14 in a week 1 opener. Next game is Penn State and West Virginia. Now, Drew Aller is coming back for his second year, and we were all excited to see him last year, but I think now he's developed more, and I think it's going to be a really fun year for Penn State. I have Penn State getting the win 31-16. I have the Nittany Lions. Next game, Notre Dame and Texas A&M. It's going to be a tough game for Notre Dame. It's it's going to be at Texas A&M, which is a very tough environment. Now, Riley Leonard at quarterback for Notre Dame transferred from Duke. It's going to be a dangerous Notre Dame team. They'll probably make the playoff because their schedule is a piece of cake. I'm going to take Notre Dame in this one, 21-14. I think their offense is pretty good, but I think it'll be a fun one to watch. I have Notre Dame getting the win. Next game, USC and LSU. I can see this being slightly high scoring. No Caleb Williams, first game for USC to finally, this is just a new season, restart button. No Caleb Williams again, but LSU, Garrett Nussmeier, quarterback, great quarterback. I have him having a pretty good season. I have LSU 35-21 getting the win in the week 1 opener. And then next game, Western Kentucky versus Alabama. And Bama, Jalen Milroe, we'll see how he can do in week 1. I think we're expecting maybe somewhere he'll be on there in the Heisman watch. Maybe he might not get it, but he'll be up there for sure. And then Bama has a great offense, great defense, just like normal. Great recruiting every single year. And I don't know much about Western Kentucky at all, but I do know that Bama will get the win. I have them getting the win 42-10, the Tide getting on top. Next game, Miami, Florida versus Florida. And this is going to be played in the Swamp. I think that will make it very tough for Miami. And they have a really good team. They've had very good recruiting mostly this year and last year. And then Florida, they've done even better, right? It's going to be in the Swamp. Miami's number 19. Florida's not even ranked. But just the difference, home field advantage for Florida. I just think that they're going to play better. Might not be better at talent. Who knows? I just think it'll be a very even matched game. But overall, I do have Florida getting the win 27-24. I have the Gators getting on top. Next game is Akron versus Ohio State. Number 2, Ohio State. And number 1 in transfers of talent, because they got really, really good amount of talent that they got from the transfer portal. Will Howard at quarterback, Quinshon Judkins, Caleb Downs, and probably a lot more. But those are the top 3 for Ohio State. And this is going to be a completely new team. So who knows what the season may bring, but I do know Ohio State is very, very good. I have Ohio State getting the win 63-14 in a blowout victory. And then next game, Colorado State at Texas. Texas, Isaiah Bond transferred from Alabama, who got the famous touchdown catch in the end zone versus Auburn. And Texas is probably just expecting a decent amount of margin victory. Quinn Ewers coming back for another year, which probably most people thought he was going to enter the draft. But I have Texas getting the win 38-14, got the Longhorns on top. Next game, Virginia Tech and Vanderbilt. And let's just give Vandy a little bit of grace here for most of y'all probably SEC schools fans of we'll cheer for Vandy in this one, a fellow SEC school. But I have Virginia Tech getting a win 31-28. Let's just see how this game goes. It'll probably be close, but we don't really care about it too much. But I got the Hokies with the win. Next game, Fresno State versus Michigan. Michigan just won the national championship. Now they're all the way back up, barely in the top 10. Losing J.J. McCarthy, also the Vikings losing him, is also out for the season. But that's not what we're talking about. Alex Orji at quarterback for Michigan. Donovan Edwards is going to be a returning running back. He'll be great there. They did lose Blake Corum, but Donovan Edwards is pretty good too. A good team overall for Michigan. I have them getting the win in their season opener, 45-10. I got the Wolverines. Next game, Idaho versus Oregon. Oregon completely revamped offense. Dan Lanning's doing a great job, and I think they'll make the playoffs. They're number 3 in the nation, which is pretty good. Dylan Gabriel coming back for his 17th year in college football. Was at Oklahoma last year. And they also got Evan Stewart from A&M, Tez Johnson. It's going to be a really good team for Oregon. They have a good offense and defense. I have Oregon getting the win. Piece of cake versus Idaho, 52-10. I got the Ducks. And then next game, also our last game, Boston College versus Florida State. Actually going to be played on a Monday, which is a little weird. Next week, Florida State obviously lost to Georgia Tech. I have them stepping it up, but still, I can't get that. I don't think anybody can get the Georgia Tech game out of their mind. But I got the Seminoles 31-17. I have Florida State. Thank you guys for watching this Week 1 Wiggins football predictions video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.